Alright, guys. So, how many excited about the last day of school? I am too. So, let's name some of the things that you're going to do really quick. Just real quick in a couple words. What's some things you're going to do? Okay, no.
Go to the club and play my video games.
Okay. We got two more people. Jeanette? Okay, and Leanne?
I'm going to the water park and to the park.
Okay. So, a couple of things. So, I know that one of the things that I like to do on the last day of school is usually I like to bring things in for my students. Okay, so let's say that I wanted to bring some candy. Let's somebody name a type of candy. Right. Cotton candy.
Twix.
Starburst. All right, let's go with Starburst. Okay, so let's say I brought some Starburst in. And let's say I wanted to bring in about 13 pieces of Starburst for everyone in the classroom. So let's count how many people are in the classroom first of all. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 people in the classroom right now. So if we wanted to bring 12 pieces of Starburst, did I say 12?
Yes.
Okay, what did I say? 13, I'm sorry. So let's say I said I wanted to bring 13 pieces of candy for everybody that's in this room. And there's 16 people in the room. How would I figure out how many pieces of candy I need to bring to school for you? Aramis?
Count how many people is it in the classroom now, or you can count how many people total in the classroom.
Okay, so let's go further on that. Kaylin?
You can count how many people that's in the classroom, but some people might not come, or they could, so they could buy more.
Okay, so let's assume that I know it's going to be 16. So I said it's 16 people, and I know I need 13 pieces of candy. So what do I need to do to figure out how many pieces of candy I need to bring in all? Jamel? Huh? Divide? Okay. Now if I divide, does the number get bigger or does the number get smaller? The number gets smaller, and I'm sure I'm going to have to bring a lot of candy. So let's try another option. Saran? Multiply. Okay, so we're going to have to multiply. And what multiplication sentence am I going to use? Yes.
13 times 16.
13 times 16. So I'm going to have to use 13 times 16. Okay, so before we move on, let's talk about the objective of the day. So I want you to repeat after me. I can multiply 2 digits by 2 digits using the lattice method. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing 2 digit by 2 digit multiplication using the lattice method. And the lattice method is a method that we use in order to figure out, to make it a little bit easier for you to do multiplication. Okay, so we're going to start off with this problem right here. 13 times 16. Okay, so I want everybody to flip over the back of the paper. And I want you to write 13 times 16 on the top of your paper. So I'm going to turn this off for a few because I need some space. I want to use some space to show you how to make a lattice square. Okay? Now what a lattice square is basically a square with 4 squares in it. Okay? So the first thing that you need to do in order for you to make this this lattice is you need to make a square. So first of all, I need everybody to make a square. Don't make it big because we're going to need that rest of that space on our paper. So make a square just like that. Don't make it too big, but make it big enough so you can write some numbers in it, okay? Because you're going to be writing numbers in it, okay? Put a square on your paper. Good job. Okay? Alright, and the next step, what you're going to do is you're going to put a lowercase t in the middle of it. When when you put your lowercase t in the middle of it, it makes how many squares now?
4.
It makes 4 squares. So we use 2 lines to divide our square, our big square, into 4 squares. Okay, I want you to get in the habit of doing this because this is going to be very important when you're doing 2 digit by 2 digit. Now the next step, you're going to divide, that's what Jamel said, you're going to divide your piece into smaller pieces. So you're going to divide it into triangles. So your triangles are going to go from, wait for you, before you draw it, it's also confused looks. The triangles are going to go from right to left. It has to go to right from left. So you start from the corner and draw a triangle to the next corner. In each square, like this. Okay? And that's your lattice box. So draw a triangle. Let me see. I think, good job, Jose. Okay, now notice how my triangle, look how my lines are. They're all going the same direction, okay? Look at my lines. All of them, let's repeat that, because I see a couple of people making the same mistake. I'm going to do that one more time. Notice how all of my lines that's divided into boxes are going the same way. It all has to start from the right to the left, okay? So it goes right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. They all go the same direction. Okay, so let's make those. So if you didn't do that, make that change right now, because I know a couple people made a couple mistakes. Good job, Troy. Good job. Gotta make that change. Gotta make it go all the same direction, right to left. Good job. Good. So you have some good work, guys. Make sure you follow those directions, right to left. If you say right to left in your head, everybody say right to left.
Right to left.
Okay, top right, bottom left. Top right, bottom left. Everybody, top right, bottom left.
Bottom left.
Top right,
Right.
bottom left.
Bottom left.
Okay? It has to do that or it's not going to work. Okay. So back to the problem that we originally are trying to find. So we got 13 times 16. Okay? So let me tell you how this lattice method works. All eyes on me?
All eyes on you.
Okay, because if you don't pay attention, it's going to go kind of quick. So you need to make sure that you're with me. Kyla, you with me? All right. So 13 times 16. The way that we're going to break this up into 2 numbers. Of course, these are all digits. So what I want you to do is this part is going to be my 13, and this part is going to be 16. So I want everybody to put 13 on the top. And 16 on the side. So we got 13, 16. Okay? Now I want you to pay attention to what's about to happen. Matter of fact, I'm going to need probably some volunteers to help me. Let me pick some people. Let me see. Can I get Kaylin? Kaylin, go ahead to the front. Jose. Let me get Jayshawn Whitehead.
That's it.
I'm sorry, I meant Smith. And another boy, Carnell. Alright, thank you. So we have 2 digits by 2 digits. So we got 13, 1, 3, 1, 16, 6. Okay, so let's come over here. And you come up here. Okay. So we have our lattice box right here. We have 13 and we have 16. Okay? So 13 is at the top of the box and 16 is on the side of the box. So what we have to do is we have to make sure that every digit dances with the digit that's on the side of it. So these digits up here have to make sure that they match up with these digits right here. So let's start with Jayshawn's digit 1 from 13. So Jayshawn, can you scoot up? So who is he standing in the same row as? Kaylin. So we have to make sure we say 1 times 1. And what is 1 times 1?
1.
1 1 times 1 is what?
1.
1. So let's look at this box right here and compare it. So this is Jay Sean right here. And this is Kaylin right here. So what we did is we need to move Jay Sean, right here, the 1, with this Kaylin, which is 1. And we said 1 times 1, they match up right here. And 1 times 1 is equal to what? 1. So I have two boxes or 2 triangles right here. But I'm going to say 0, 1. Right, Teron? I'm going to say 0, 1 because there's no 10s. So I'm going to say 0, 1. Put that in your box. 0, 1. Okay? Because this right here is Jay Sean. This right here is Jay Sean's column. Okay? So now, Jay Sean matched up with Kaylin. Now who does he need to match up now with? Carnell, him and Carnell, they're the same number. They're 13. He needs to go with Jose. So scoot up. So we have 1 times 6. And what is 1 times 6?
6.
1 times 6 is 6. So what do I need to put in this box right here?
0, 6.
0, 6. So we're done. We're done with Jay Sean. Thank you, Jay Sean. Scoot back. Okay. So now we need to match up Carnell. Carnell on the picture. Okay, what did you just see? 3. So who do we need to match Carnell with? Kaylin. So scoot up. So we have Carnell, which is 3, and Kaylin. So that's 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is
3.
3. So what do I need to put in this box?
0, 3.
0, 3. Okay, now scoot up. So I need to match up Carnell with Jose. 3 times 6.
18.
3 times 6 is what, Teron?
18.
18. So scoot back. And I need to put right here. What do I need to put right here?
0, 8.
Say again?
1, 8.
1, 8. Because if someone, if you heard me, I said that this is the 10 spot. No, I probably briefly said it, but this is 10s. So it's 1, 8. The only time we're putting zeros is if there is no 10s. Okay? So this is 1, 8. 18. Okay? So did we match these two with these two?
Yes.
Did each one have a partner?
Yes.
Okay. So here's the tricky part. Thank you. I'm going to sit you down for a few so people can see everything. Appreciate it. Big help. Thank you so much. You're an awesome job. Okay. So, we don't have an answer yet, but I want you to pay attention to what's about to happen. You with me, Troy? You with me, Troy? I want you to help me. I'm going to use you to help me. Okay. Can you trace your finger across the diagonal lines? You know which ones are the diagonal lines? There you go. Go ahead. Trace them. Trace with your finger. Just do like that. Don't rub it off. Just, okay, that's 1. Show me another one. Okay, keep going. Okay, so this goes from here to here, and then from here to here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these diagonal lines as our guide, and we're going to use those to add up those numbers in those boxes. So right here, what do we have? What?
8.
8. So there's nothing here. We're not going to add this up, but we're going to bring this down. So 8. 8 plus nothing is what?
8.
8. Okay, Troy, follow the next one. Yes. All the way down, right here. Okay, so what's in this one? Let's look in between these 2 lines up. What's in this one? What 3 numbers do we see?
3, 1, and 6.
3, 1, and 6. We gotta see all the numbers. 3, 1, and 6. Okay? 3, 1, and 6. And what's 3 plus 1 plus 6?
10.
10. Okay? So I want you to pay attention, close attention to this. So I put a 0 here. What do you do when you have too much in one basket? What do? You put it what?
0. You carry it.
You carry it over to the next basket. So I take my 10 and I carry my 1 over here. So I have 10. I carry my 1. So now I have 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 0. And that's what? 2. And then right here, I have what?
0.
0. So right here is my product. So what's my answer?
208.
208. So 13 times 16 is what?
208.
208. how many starbursts? 208 starbursts, okay? I need to bring 208 starbursts. That's a lot of starbursts. But I have to bring 208 starbursts in order to make sure that you all get 13. Yes, that's a lot. All right, thanks, Troy. All right, let's try another example. Yes.
That's how much we need, real life.
If I want to make sure that everybody had 13 starbursts, I definitely would have to bring 208 starbursts. Yes, I would. All right, next problem. Go ahead and start drawing your lattice box. Go ahead and draw your next lattice box, okay? Go ahead and do that while I'm sitting here erasing this. Remember, you go top right, what?
Bottom left.
Thank you. Say it again, top right?
Bottom left.
Top right, bottom left. Make sure you're doing that because that will help you a lot. Okay, so your next problem.
Yes.
I'm going to put 24 times 32. Times 32. I see a lot of good lattice boxing, and you did it quick. I'm quite impressed. 24 times 32. Make sure you go ahead and set that up on your box. 24 times 32. So 24 goes where?
At the top.
At the top, and 32 goes where?
At the top.
Alright. So we have 24 right here times 32 right there. Okay, so if we remember the picture, if we remember when we had our numbers, our digits, we had to make sure that each one of these, make sure they went with each one of these. So we're going to start right here with the 2. So 2 needs to go with what?
3.
So 2 needs to go with 3. And 2 times 3 is what?
6.
6. So we have to make sure that it's under the 2 and in the same row as the 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 0, 6. Alright? Then what's next?
4 times 2.
2 times 2. And 2 times 2 is?
4.
So I need to put what in this box?
0.
Huh?
0.
Be careful because I heard someone say 40. 40 means is what?
40.
40. And that's a big difference. That place value is very important. Okay? So we done with the 2? Are we done with 2?
Yes.
We're done with 2. So let's go on to 4.
4 times 3.
So 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is?
12.
4 times 3 is 12. So 1, 2. And then I got 4. 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is?
8.
So I put what?
8.
0, 8. Okay? So make sure you have that. Let me see. Make sure everybody's on the same page before I move on. Right to left. No, that one's wrong. No, they're both. This one's wrong. Sorry. This one you went the wrong way. You have to go right to left. All right. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Everybody's on the same page. Okay, I'm seeing a common mistake. So let me go back up here really quick. This is what I see. I see this. I didn't write it like that. There's a reason why I didn't write it like that. Because the whole purpose of me writing it this way is so you know that this row is for the 2 and this row is for the 3. So you have to make sure that you write it this way. Okay, so if you have that mistake, go ahead and correct that now. Okay, it's for each row. Okay, so the next step, what do we have to do?
Add.
We have to do what?
Add them together.
We got to add them across the diagonal. So this one is what?
8.
8. Then we go right here. 2 plus 0 plus 4 is?
6.
2 plus 0 plus 4 is?
6.
2. 6. 1 plus 6 plus 0 is 7. And do we have anything here? No. So that is 24 times 32 is equal to
768.
768. Okay? Alright, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to try to do a gradual release and see if you're ready to do this on your own. So I'm going to start with one problem, okay? Go ahead and flip your paper back over to the other side. Carnell, what does that first problem say on the other side? 32 times 27. I want you to use the lattice method. 34 times 27. I want you to use the lattice method to solve that problem. And put your thumb up when you have that done, okay? So I can see how everyone's doing. So I want you to go ahead and get that started right now. 34 times 27. Go ahead and draw a lattice box. And I want you to draw the lattice box actually right next to the problem. So go ahead and draw your lattice box and go ahead and try to solve it. I like how you got your box now. Very good. I want you to go ahead and solve 34 times 27. I'm going to use you can use the example that's on the board, or you can use the example that's on your paper. Okay? If you think you have it, I want you to put your thumb up. Times 27. Good job setting it up. Seeing the correct setup. Good job. Now let's see the multiplication. See a good setup here. So make sure that your number, each number, Dan, goes with the other number. So you got 34, and then you have 27. So the 3 has to go with the what?
2.
The 3 has to go with the 2, and then the 3 has to go with the what?
7.
7, okay? So make sure you do that. While you're doing that, I'm going to draw my lattice box up here. So somebody can come up to the board and show me theirs. That's a little bit off. Right. Put your thumb up when you think you have something. Bless you. Okay. Okay, so next step is to add it up. Add across the diagonal, okay? So there's 8. Yep. Got it. So this is just 8 right here. That's just 8. So I see what it is. The problem is that you're only times 3 is what?
22.
Not 22, you're one off. 21. So you put a 1 there, okay? So that's affecting your answer, so go ahead and make that change. That's a 6. Okay, right here, the mistake is 7 times 4. 7 times 4 is at 12. Okay. Not 24. Fix that, okay? Okay. You're on the right track, you just gotta get to the multiplication, okay? Okay. 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is at 12. 4 times 2 is what? So it looks like you have 5 on this stuff a little bit. Hold on a minute. You got to box this up a little bit. 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is what? So that should be 0, 6 right here. 3 times 7 is what? So I'm seeing that the common problem that I'm seeing right now is the fact that most of you are having a hard time with your multiplication. So if you're having a problem with the single digit multiplication, why don't you go ahead and draw a picture? Draw the pictures like you used to. But remember that you know that my requirement is for you to know your multiplication tables. So some of you are not giving me your requirement, which is to know your multiplication tables. So that's why we're having a little bit of a hard time with this. This is going to take some practice, okay? But you have to do your part and make sure that you're studying your times tables. Because once you do that, everything will be okay. All right? Alright guys, let's check over this one because I see a lot of you are having a little issue and not ready for a release yet, so let's do this one together. Okay? 4 times 7, you gotta check it 4 times 7. Okay, so let's look over this one, okay? Alright, so all eyes on me?
All eyes on you.
Try it one more time. All eyes on me?
All eyes on you.
Alright, Eddie, you with me? Alright. So, let's try this one. So, everyone had, let's go over the steps. Everyone had, when I looked around, everyone had the letters box. Right, okay, good job. Everyone had the problem in the right spot. Good job on that one. Very good. Now, this is where the mistakes were happening. We were having a hard time with where to place the number, the product, when we had it. Okay, so we had 34 times 27. So 3 had to go with 2. So 3 is right here. Anything times 3 is going right here. Anything times 2 is going right here. So since we know that this is 3 right here, and this is 2 right here, then we know that this is the box that 3 times 2 has to go in. We know it can't go here because this is the 7th column, not the 2 column. So 3 times 2 goes right here because it's under the 3 and in the same row as 2. So 3 times 2 is what? 6. So we put what? What here?
0, 6.
Let me hear everybody. What
0, 6.
0, gonna say 2, 1. So we're done with the 3. Okay? I hear an O, so I think somebody started to get an aha moment. Alright, so right here, 4. 4 times 2. So we got the 4 and we got the 2. So 4 times 2 is 8. 8, and we gotta put what? 0, 8. Okay, and then we have 4 times 7.
28.
28. Okay, and then right here is another mistake that I will see. Some of you forgot to add across the diagonals. You have to add across the diagonals or it won't get an answer. It's not just the random numbers. You have to add across the diagonals. So we go here. This right here, going this way. Don't add these numbers outside the box. You're adding the numbers in the box. So let's start with this diagonal right here. So what goes here? What is this going to be?
8.
8, because there's nothing else to add. 8. Okay, then right here, 8 plus 2 plus 1.
11.
11. So I put my 1 here, and someone questioned me, where do I do if it's a 2-digit number? You do what? Carry. So I carry it over here to the next diagonal. Just like I do in addition, it's just diagonal. Okay? So 1 plus 0 plus 6 plus 2 is 1 plus 0 plus 6 plus 2 is what? 9. And then I have a 0 here, so that's what? Nothing. So 34 times 27 is what?
18.
I'm sorry, is what?
18.
918. 918.
Oh,
So that is 918. Okay? Like I said, it's going to take some practice, and that's okay. Okay? We're forgetting some steps, but we're going to get there. Alright? Let's try the next problem. The next problem, once again, gradual release. We're going to do this until we get this right. Next problem. 26 times 19. Why don't you go ahead, that's the next one on your sheet. Go ahead and make a letters box and put 26 times 19 and see when you have a problem. How about with this one, how about you work with your shoulder partner on this one? Because I think that some of us are getting the steps, but some of us are getting other steps. So if we put our hands together, maybe we'll get the steps together. So work with your shoulder partner. If you don't have a shoulder partner, work with your face partner. So you have shoulder partner, you have shoulder partner. You don't have a shoulder partner. You work with him. Okay, Troy, work with your male, okay? Alright, so go ahead at a level 1. All eyes on me.
All eyes on you.
Let's champ that out. Conversation level.
0.
Actually, we're working with partners, so that's conversation level. 1. So that means we're at a whisper. If you need help, you need to do what?
Raise your hand.
You need to raise your hand. Activity.
Multiplication by 2 digits.
Good job. Right, multiplication
By 2 digits.
2 by 2. Movement? None. Participation?
100% every focus in my task.
And if we do all the above,
We'll have success.
you'll have success. Okay, go ahead and do that. Work with your shoulder partner, and when you and your shoulder partner have an answer, why don't you guys put your thumbs up? See, it's some good teamwork from Kaylin and Janae. I'm seeing some good conversation ones going on. Seeing some good teamwork as well.
I know that. 2 times 9 is you add 9 2 times.
So very good job here. Okay, so what's the next step? What do you need to do next?
Add them.
Add them up, and you're going to add them across what?
This one, then this one, and this one, and that one.
Okay, so go ahead and do that and see what your product will be. Make sure you're talking to each other, okay? I want you working it with your partner. I see some good teamwork going on right here. Job, Aramis and Hatham. I see some good strategies.
6 times 9 is 54.
Good job.
Put 5 right here. 4. Then, now we're gonna add. Nothing to add. Don't add the numbers outside.
Okay, do I see a thumb? Okay, let me see what you get. Let me see what you get. Okay, explain to me what you did. Who's explaining it for me? Driana? Okay, go ahead, Driana.
I had put 26 and then put 19. Then I had multiplied 2 times 1 and I put 0, 2. And then I said 2 times 9 and I said 18. And then I said 6 times 1 is 0, 6. And then I said 6 times 9 is 54.
Good job. Okay, and then what was your next step?
I had added 6 plus 4 plus 5 equal 15.
Okay, let me stop you there. Okay, because everything is correct until you got there. Okay, Leanna, you with me? Okay, so what the problem is that you did not add across the diagonals. You're supposed to add right here, okay? So where here you have a 4. So that should be, so that's the only digit that should be there is 4. Okay, so that should be a 4. Then you add across here, and add across here, okay? So tell me when, so let me know when you have that, okay? Good job though. That was very good. Alright, I have to correct some people because some of us are not at a 0. Some of us are not at conversation 1. All eyes on me? All eyes on you. Okay, so remember we need to be at a conversation what? 1. I started hearing some 2s, so make sure we bring it back down to a 1. Okay, no one else should hear your conversation but you and your partner, okay? Get back to work. Alright, let me see what you're having. Okay, explain it to me.
We added, but first we times, we put 1 times, 2 times 1 equals 0. So, no, 2 times 1 equals 2. So, and then after that we added, we times 2 times. We did 2 times 9 equals 18. So we put 1 in the 10s and 8 in the 1s. 6 times 1 is 6, so we put the 0 in the 10s and put the 6 in the 1s. And 6 times 9 is 54. So we put the 5 and the 10s and the 4 and the 1s. And after that, we added 4 plus 0 equals 0. 4 plus 0 equals 4. We added 6 plus 5 plus 8 equals 19.
Very good.
We put the 9 down here. We carried the 1.
And put it right here.
And we added 1 plus 2.
Plus.
1 plus 2 plus 1.
And that equals what?
4.
No.
Yeah, it equals 4. So you got to change that from a 3 to a 4. So then what is your product now?
494.
Good job. I have somebody that has it. Good job, you guys. Give me 5. Give me 5. Good job. All right. Go ahead and do the next one for me, all right? Good job. Got one partner pair that has it. Okay, so we're going to come around. Alright, so we need to make some changes here. I got 2 put your addition wrong. Wait a minute. That's a 4. It's supposed to be 54.